Hello, this is John from MyBrunninGames.com. It's Monday, October 10th, 2016, and I'm staring at a blue screen, but I'm about to play Wonder Boy for the Sega Master System. And this marks the first episode of my Let's Play series for Wonder Boy on the Master System. I will beat this game, so this is episode 1 of who knows at this point. This video also marks the debut of a few new additions to my recording setup. First off, I'm using a new AV upscaler. Previously, I was capturing from my Master System and my Genesis and my Atari using an old Magnavox DVD recorder as a poor man's pass-through device, a poor man's upscaler. I'd plug my consoles into the back of it and then route them out through the DVD recorder's output. It outputs in 480i, 480p via component cables. So I thought that'll serve the purpose for a while as a capture from an HD capture device. Well, I don't know why I never thought to just Google or to search on Amazon for a cheap AV upscaler, but that's exactly what I did last week when I stumbled upon the one I'm using currently. It was about 30 bucks and you do get what you pay for. I'm not entirely satisfied with it, but I am very pleased with the image quality that has been output so far. I've done a lot of tests, and like I said, this is the first published effort. And I think you'll be able to tell in this video and the videos that I continue to publish, the image quality will be improved compared to Afterburner on the Master System or Ease on the Master System, with Let's Plays I've done so far. Beyond that, I'm also capturing footage of myself in a higher resolution, and that's due in part to the overlay I'm using. I'm using a new overlay, or in fact, I'm using an overlay, as I wasn't before. This overlay I found for free online. It was designed by Temporal Cortex on YouTube, so major props to him for not only designing this, but for releasing it for free. It fits my purpose and it allows me to present these videos the way I want to present them, where there's a box for the video game I'm playing, the box for myself, and then a little box that shows the GIF or the slideshow, the box art, the various box arts of the game I'm playing. This one also has the addition of that little text box down at the bottom. With that, I can put the game title I'm playing, the developer, the publisher, the platform the year it came out on, all that sort of jazz. And of course I can put whatever I want there, but that's just what I'm using it for at the moment. But I do like it. Like I said, it allows me to present the videos in the way I want to, and presents them in a little more of a professional manner. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get into it here. This is Wonder Boy for the Master System. This is a port of an arcade game. And I have little familiarity with this series. This is, I don't know if I'd call it a long-running series. There were many entries back in the late 80s, early 90s. And in fact, doing a little bit of research on the game showed me how confusing the lineage of this game is. I want to get that warps me off to a special zone. Like the Adventure Island series, Hudson Soft's Adventure Island series is related to this game. Oh, I don't think I wanted to do that. I mean, Adventure Island, I think, started originally as a NES port of this game, but then spun off into its own proper series. And not only does that connection make this somewhat of a convoluted game series, but the fact that Sega's involvement, or Sega's ownership of it, is a little weird. This game was originally developed by Escape and published by Sega. It was, like I said, an arcade game originally. Sega published that as well as this version. Beyond that, I think Sega owns the name Wonder Boy, but Escape retained the, I guess, general likeness or something like that, which that allowed them to license it out essentially to Hudson Soft, who made it into Adventure Island, made it a completely different series. But anyways, that is the first, let me see, area? No, that was the first round. That was the first round down. The progression, this kind of confuses me. I haven't got a full grasp on it. There are 10 areas with 4 rounds each. that means there's essentially 40 rounds. Oh. That is a secret little item. Just like in Donkey Kong Country, I could collect the letters to spell out Kong. I can collect the letters to spell out Sega. If I do, ooh, I'll get an extra life, which would come in handy now that I've fallen into the water. This is a good-looking 2D platformer, and it plays pretty well too. I am not necessarily feeling the floatiness of the character I'm playing as. I'm playing as Tom Tom, and whenever I hold the 1 button, that allows him to run and, you know, get a little more air in his jump. But it also causes him to kind of slide around a little bit, it seems, too. So I've got this hatchet I can throw at enemies. I'm collecting these fruit, which not only give me points, but extend my vitality. Up at the top, that meter is my vitality. And if that runs out, of course, it's game over. Now, I have gotten there before. I think I've completed the first 2 areas of this game previously. So I'm not completely unfamiliar with the first couple sections of this game. Just unfamiliar with the series in general. Oh, yes. Okay. So that was round 2 of Area 1. And these dolls, there's 1 doll in every round. And for me to actually reach the 10th area, which I guess is kind of considered a hidden area, I have to collect each doll. I don't think it's structured like the Ninja was, where it's actually necessary to collect those. I think this just provides an optional area. I could be wrong. Like I said, I've done very little research on this. I do like the track that plays, the song that's playing, but so far it's been the only song that's playing. So it's enjoyable, but maybe a little grating. Oh, almost had that jump. Okay, so we'll go ahead and continue. Area 1, round 3. Okay, yeah, so every area has 4 rounds, and every round has 4 sections. That's why in these rounds I'm passing through these wooden signs that say 1, 2, 3, 4. They serve as checkpoints and also as markers that I'm essentially a quarter way through the round. So there's 2. And the skateboard, this is a little power-up. Ooh. Rocks just make him stub his toe if he runs into him. Not that big a deal. Those skulls, I think, would result in a death, however. Those skateboards serve as a power-up. You know, they give me essentially another chance to get hit before I die. But they're also kind of unwieldy to control. I can go pretty fast, but I can't stop. I can't go back. I'm always rolling. I know that speckled egg is a bad power-up from reading the manual. Okay, the 4th section. I'm not going to try for that doll. Okay, made it to the goal. Right. And because I had to continue, my score has been reset. One of the things that will allow me to beat this game is an easy way of continuing. I wouldn't call it a cheat code because it's listed within the first couple pages of the manual, but there is a button sequence I can press at the beginning of the game that allows me to pick the area or round I wish to start on. So I'm going to try and utilize that to beat this game. I'm not going to beat it in one session. I can tell you that right now. Figured I maybe would be able to do 1 or 2 areas per video. Looked like a milk bottle or something. Oh, there's an E. I guess those must just be strewn about the whole area and not just one round. Hit that spring, jump over those rocks. I made it. Now I'm in 3rd section. I probably don't need to collect every last fruit, but here I am collecting every last fruit. I think these collecting the fruits make it easier to get the dolls, because collecting the fruits I think is one of the ways that leads to the bonus section. And if you make it to the bonus section and you pass a doll, I think the game just gives it to you. It just says, yeah, you weren't able to get it in the level proper, you passed it, so we're going to go ahead and give it to you. Okay. This is going to be a boss fight against this guy. Gotta throw my hatchet at its head, and I took him out. Now what are we at? We're like 12 minutes in. Yeah. So I'll try for a second area. I'll try and beat 2 areas per video, I guess. Keep this about 20 to 30 minutes in length per episode. And I got the doll bonus, alright. Okay, Area 2, Round 1. Mushroom. I think the mushroom makes these worth more points, and the fruits not only give me points but restore my vitality. I think getting the mushroom just increases the amount of both. Increases the increase of both. Oh, ooh. Well, I got the doll. Missed that jump, missed that spring. Let's see, is it gonna leave me with the doll, or do I have to recollect it? Okay, so I keep the doll, and that gives me invincibility, essentially Starman from Super Mario Brothers. Not even rocks or fire can stand in my way. Ugh. Jumped right into him. I may get a new high score. Maybe not. Wow, I'm gonna be right. I was right there on the high score. Go ahead and continue. I didn't explain any of the story before starting this game, but you know, I don't know how much the story really matters for this game. I'm playing as this dude who just jumped on a snail and died. I'm playing as Tom Tom. That girl over on the right is Tanya, his girlfriend. She's been captured by that boss that I defeated at the end of the first area. Of course, I'll defeat him many more times, just like you do with Bowser in Super Mario Brothers, with the hopes that one of these times I will reunite with Tanya. Oh, I still have the doll even. Okay, frog. Oh man, that's that floaty characteristic of his jumps. I'm gonna wait. Okay. Swordfish. Yeah, this is some solid platforming. This is not a cinch. And I'm only at the second area. Okay, well I avoided him. I wonder if there's going to be more. May as well just take these guys out. I'm always worried that one of these is... Oh. Always worried that one of them is going to fall. Man. Maybe I'm only going to be able to do one area per video. This is the fourth section. Ah! Got too close to the edge, got right in his path. That's good though, I made it to the fourth section without losing a life. So I'll have a couple good shots at getting past this. Okay, whenever I collect that green melon, I need to halt. Which is going to be right here. Okay, I guess it's before I collect it. Is that a pear or a melon? Regardless. Regardless, I've reached the end. With the doll, too. The one thing I'm not sure of is how continuing after turning off the console will handle my doll situation. Man, that's... It's a series of words I never thought I'd say. My doll situation. No, but I wonder if I start on Area 9, if it just makes the assumption that you have collected all the dolls to this point, if it just gives them to you, and then you only have to collect the dolls from Area 9. That'd be a really nice gesture, but I don't think that's how it'll work. I imagine for me to reach... Ooh, ooh, ooh. I imagine for me to reach Area 10, I will have to do it in one session where I collect all the dolls. Got that doll. I'm racking up the points with this mushroom. Got the fourth section, that's awesome. Oh. Fire's in a dangerous place. Got to the goal, alright. Hey, and I'm gonna set a new high score. Now, do I get an extra life at 30,000? Sounds like I did. Okay, still in this cave system it looks like. But now I've got a skateboard. And falling platforms. What is this gonna house? Mushroom. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I can barely make out those platforms. I almost want to get damaged just so I can get rid of this skateboard. Ugh. Man, this background and those platforms are not a good match. I think they did that on purpose. Starting in the third section. Oh. Snail's in a tricky spot. That's my last life. Continue. Okay, I continue from round 3 though. Section 1, that's fine. I can deal with that. This game is very gracious. I think it is challenging, but it definitely allows you every opportunity to succeed or every opportunity to continue. Take that again. I'll live with it. Strategic. Awesome. Section 4. And we got the doll. That one's gonna... Oh, no, it's not gonna fall. It's just gonna move. Oh. You know, the designers really had a knack for placing enemies right where they shouldn't be. Oh. Man, that was terrible. Okay, last life. Getting too ahead of myself. I seem to do this whenever I play 2D platformers. I just get the urge to hold the run button and just book it. Just make a break for the end. And you know, if I'm playing a Sonic game, that's okay. That's ideally how those games should be played. But I tend to do this with non-Sonic games. I do this with Mario. And I just start losing lives over and over and over until I can perfect a section. Oh. Oh, yes. Warp me out of here and hopefully place me up towards section 3. Even better would be section 4. So the hearts just restore my vitality. I think that just says, hey, you can get out of here now. Okay, yeah, so starting section 3. Oh. Did it to myself. Yeah, this will be a half hour. Okay, got to section 4. Awesome. Oh. Ah, forget about the rock. It took a lot of my vitality away, but man, I was at the goal. Okay, and the more vitality I have at the end of a round, the more bonus points I get. Area 2, round 4. I'm gonna need a hatchet. This is gonna be a showdown, a boss fight stage. There it is. Slow down. Now I need fruit, restore my vitality. Considering I lost some, stubbing my toe. Got to section 2. Okay, so that milk bottle or whatever that is just restores a lot of vitality. Section 3. Okay, I must be coming up on the boss. Section 4. Got him. Sweet. So I got to the goal. Still no Tanya. Tanya's still out there. Area 3, round 1. Okay. I'm going to pause it. And I'm going to posit that this is the end of this episode. This was the first episode of my Wonder Boy Let's Play. Wonder Boy for the Sega Master System. I will continue on with this game. It is enjoyable so far. It's definitely challenging early on. I'm fine with that. I do like the graphics. The floatiness takes a little bit of time to get used to, but it kind of gives the game a little bit of character. I'm enjoying it. Anyways. You can check me out on mybrainongames.com. You can also check me out on Twitter at John Engelman, JohnEngelman. Once again, this is the first episode of many more for this game. So, if you enjoyed this, I do hope you come back. If not, I hope you can find something to enjoy in the videos I have published so far. If not, make a recommendation. Let me know what you want to see. Any comments or criticisms are appreciated. So, with that being said, I do thank you for watching to this point. Bye-bye.